2 years ago, when the AYA first came to Ghana, it didn't feel like it'd ever be real. It felt as if we were just exchanging ideas. And so to see the commitment, to see Yale's commitment to being here has also galvanized us as alumni.
Success to significance represents not just a bold idea, but what can happen when you have dedicated alumni who are passionate about, creating positive and lasting impacts in their community.
Well, the very fact of seeing Yale in Ghana so boldly and taking on an issue that was so important, that brought different stakeholders together, to me that was really inspiring, and that just showed all the opportunities for collaboration that there are out there.
It's definitely a magical experience. I never would have thought that there would be that intersection. When I went into Yale in 2009, there was no such collaboration. So for me, it really is. It gives me a sense of pride that Yale has been able to come this far and be able to touch lives here back home.
We know what our problems are here. We need maybe to work on the solutions, and I believe such a conference brings such solutions closer. And for instance, the sessions I have already been in, so much has been exchanged already in ideas, in possible answers to some of the questions, whether in education or in business or in governance. And I commend Yale for setting up such an opportunity.
Now we talk about Africa Rising. Obviously, we have great resources. We also have a demographic boom. And how best do you combine governance of economic development to ensure that the resources of the continent goes to serve the generations that we have. And I think Yale will be able to pierce the envelope and challenge us to think much deeper into how to translate this wealth into the welfare of our people.
Conferences like this can highlight some of the leadership, importance of leadership, some of the potential leaders for the future, and hopefully get them interested in running these countries. And I'm hoping that will change the continent. We have everything on this continent that one could possibly want. We just don't have the right leaders. Pass on your knowledge, your skills, your expertise to some young Africans. Help our continent grow and succeed. Take some time to talk to those who don't have the means, to help them make their dreams come true.
In one room, we saw maybe the best of Ghana, sort of the people who are driving change in Ghana. And what was exciting for me also was that there were a lot of young people who came to the conference and who left really inspired.
If you are a novelist from any brown country, really, you are often mistaken for an anthropologist, a political scientist, an ambassador, a diplomatic representative of your country, and more, and rarely allowed to be just an artist. So I'm often asked about the future of Ghana and so on and so forth. And I say often that I don't think it's the role of a novel or of a novelist to answer the questions, but to ask them.
What I thought was one of the most amazing things was this intersection of students, alumni, and administrators and faculty with this leadership across the African diaspora, everyone leading or lending their voices to what can become the development of Africa's future.
What's most exciting to me is that it is really a manifestation, if you will, of the vision of many of those who have come before us. The vision of people who orchestrated institutions like the Afro-American Cultural Center, but also the vision of people like W.B. Du Bois, Kwame Nkrumah, the first president since independence of Ghana.
A lot of the strategies that we're using in Africa have to do with exposure to best practices, providing resources, and also creating connections and creating networks among Africans who are like-minded and progressive and trying to do the right things on the continent.
So I thank you for your attendance. I thank you for your presence here.
And most of all, I thank you for everything that you've given us, all the thoughts that you've given us that we will take back home and try to make real. Thank you very much.
I think the conference has shown that there is great possibility and opportunity. Possibility because, you know, like I said, just getting a university like Yale to come and host a conference like this in Accra with the collaboration of the Yale Club of Ghana shows that, you know, alumni associations are not just clubs, but they're great minefields for collaboration, great minefields for engagement, to push growth, to push development in different parts of the world. As part of the African Renaissance, we have to build a culture of giving back.
So there's no question, we'll be singing Bright Colored Years in Ghana for generations to come.